Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, and all in between, and welcome back to part 22 of the Lord of the Rings Online, our Beorning playthrough. So we've got a huge amount of quests to hand in, so let's get started by doing that, and we push on the main quest as well.
Greetings.
So, Venom of the Rune Stalkers. You've done well, my friend. This will aid us in preventing the deaths of many should we find ourselves beset by spiders. That was a pain, that quest, trying to find one of those particular spiders because it was slightly invisible and difficult to see. But good
Would you
reputation.
do something for me?
He wants more quests for us. We're nearly at ally for the Eglain. One thing I discovered actually is that if you get 11 factions to the rank of Kindred, which is next after ally, you unlock the Steed of Eliador, which I would really like to get. So I will be going back to Bree at some point and doing repeatable quests and stuff to get our reputation up again. A plague upon us. You likely know by now that there are orcs in the south holding vigil on the ruins where once men stood proud and foolish. Now disease threatens to spread from Ost Guruth. The orcs have no concern for what they breed in their filth. Meat is left to rot and spoil, and the innards of the fetid dead bloat and give birth to all manner of disease and corruption. You must seek to curb the plague before it spreads, and so I turn once again to you. There is only one way to destroy the plague filth left by the orcs: fire. Take this tinder and flint and make your way to Ost Guruth in the south, where the orcs dwell. Set fire to the bloated corpses and barrels of filth therein. So we can do that.
What can I do for you?
And we've got 3 quests to hand into Tortwell.
Greetings.
The plague of spiders. I have not been wholly forthcoming with you, Runlina, but I was afraid you might not be as honourable as rumour tells. But I shall now tell you my tale, so that you may understand my hatred. I was at Nerost when the goblins came. My son and I fled as the wargs and goblins poured into the ruins, slaughtering all who could not escape. My son stumbled at the edge of a ruin and slipped into the chasm below. I struggled to reach him, but there was no hope. The spiders were upon him nearly as soon as he touched their webs. They took my son from me as they took his mother many years back. My heart is heavy with this shame for not telling you the truth. Getting a good reputation from all this. This news will ease the suffering of many, though it seems a task without thought. We are not a people accustomed to venturing against such foes. You are a hero to the Eglain and deserve all that you shall receive in reward. It's not really a great... Most of the equipment I have is still too high level.
What you need?
Your efforts to curb the spread of the spiders may bring at least some respite from our grief. You have my thanks, Runlina. Nice, we got level 29. So we're really pushing on quite a bit. Defeat 150 spiders. Nice. I also did a couple of more deeds in between this and the last episode. I've almost done all of the Slayer except for the Bog Lurkers and Trolls, but we haven't come across any of them yet in the Lonelands. I know for certain the Bog Lurkers are in the next part of the epic quest, but the Trolls I haven't seen yet. So we'll get them done soon enough. We must be getting pretty close to... Yeah, we are actually not too far from Ally, which is great. So let's hand in the rest of these quests before we venture out again. I also just finished reading The Fellowship of the Ring yesterday and watched the movie last night with my brother, so I quite enjoyed doing that. Hannah's dream.
What do you need?
Did Friedrich send you? He worries too much that now that my sister is away. Ever since I took the statue of the lady, they have treated me differently. Even the visitor in brown robes treats me differently. They fuss about saying that they must protect me. I do not know how they can protect me from my dreams. It is true I am frightened come the morning. I hear the swamp calling me at night. The woman makes the Nerbig in the swamp sing to me. She is trying to bring me to her, and that is why my sister left to find her and stop her. She is a bad person. I know she means me harm, because her songs sing of blood and death. It is the Nerbig they sing for her. I don't tell anyone, but I can hear the Nerbig singing my name even now.
Could I have a word with you?
When we came upon the maiden in the waters north beyond the wall, she was draped in vines and tattered robes and smiled beautifully before she cringed and shook the water apart and drove us from the swamp. She cornered me, though for only a moment, before my sister found me, but I saw the hatred in her eyes. She means me harm and sends the Nerbig to call me to her. Will you help me? Can you help me? The Nerbig are in the east, in the blood mire, rubbing their legs and singing the song she sang to me, calling for me to come. Please help me. Bring me their legs so that I know they will no longer sing my name. We can do that. and hand in these Eglain
I didn't
tasks.
do anything.
Oh, actually,
I'm
we
sure.
can't reach our limit for today. But that's an easy way to get triggered reputation is standing in those Eglain tasks. But yeah, I really enjoyed the Fellowship of the Ring. Quite a good book. I much preferred Boromir's character in the book than the film. He's much more, well, not sympathetic, but I like him a lot more, as well as the relationship between Gimli and Legolas. And these are available quests.
Take a moment of your time.
As your first efforts against the orcs in the south proved more than capable, already I have seen some faces through the camp bearing smiles where once there were none. I am grateful for your assistance, truly, but I would ask another favour of you now. The orcs train beasts of war which have discovered our scouts injuring some and slaying others. These stalkers strike fear into the hearts of my people, and if we can show them courage, we can further the work you have begun. I speak of the wargs roaming the lands south and west of Ost Guruth, especially in the areas surrounding Ostirlen. The orcs mark the beasts that they favour by scarring their paws. Gather such scarred paws from this foe, and we will show the Eglain that there is little to fear from the enemy.
Why to take a moment of your time?
I'll do all these because it's good for reputation. You are a fine friend to the Eglain, as is proven by your deeds on behalf of Hunluf and Gadrick Mons. This is why I feel that I can share my concerns with you. Orcs came from the north and moved beneath cover of night into Ostirlen, the ruin beyond the road to the south and west. If you have spoken to Reefer Quicksilver, then you know that these orcs are in league with the dwarves occupying Thandabel. The threat of orcs so close to Osgiliath shakes the confidence of my people. We have suffered so much recently, and the rise of these raving hordes may have upset my people greatly. If you are willing to assist me, I would ask that you go to Ostirlen and make war upon the orcs to show the Eglain that the folks are willing to aid us. What say you?
Would you do something for me?
And Master of the Lash. You have strength within you to inspire and deliver hope where there is none. You have proven this time and again. I ask now that you again assail Ostirlen and tear their heart from them. Within the walls of the ruin there is a taskmaster who drives the orcs with fear and strength of arms. His evil knows no bounds, and his reign is unyielding. However, we have learned that his force is limited in arms, and if we can defeat the taskmaster and steal enough of the orcs' weapons, they may collapse upon themselves. Go to Ostirlen and collect weapons from the orcs you face. If you find their leader, slay him. Good, we're getting a lot of good quests to do. An offering of peace.
Something for me.
Our paths cross again, Runlina. There is something I would like to ask of you, a favour that may prove dangerous. Our trades were not limited entirely to Breeland in the west. We have in our time traded with an elf from the east as well. When the raids in the west began, we sent some of our kindred eastward to rekindle our trade with the elf, but they returned after seeing great lumbering creatures near the road east. The creatures did not attack and acted in an intelligent manner. I hope to gather goods for them and to offer as a promise of peace with them. If you are willing, I will need meat from the bulls roaming to the east and fur from the wargs nearby. Yeah, we can do that, because a lot of our quests are handing in killing wargs as well anyway. Right, so we'll go do all of this, and I will return once it's all done. I'll see you soon. And now we can hand in most of those quests.
What do you need?
These will do nicely. They will fill our stores in time and allow us to part with some of the meats we have treated, and the furs will prove that we share a common enemy. We prepared the offering already, but we needed to replenish our stock before moving forwards.
Stay a
Part 2.
moment.
We have salted meats and furs collected from the wargs. We would like to offer these to the creatures in hopes that they are not hostile. I ask you to be cautious, because this could prove very dangerous. We do not know what the creatures are, but we know they are not trolls. Search to the south of the Great East Road, south and a little eastward of here, near the Thornstones. You should find a small encampment of the creatures there. Seek out their leader and offer him the supplies on our behalf. I've actually already run into them while doing a few quests, so I know exactly where they are.
Greetings.
Gonna need to make more space. I should probably get rid of these loot boxes as well, because I've got so many of them. A fine collection, one that shall inspire the people assuredly. They will know that your foe can be brought low, and that you are the hero who has done so. The stretch of road will be somewhat safer, I think, and perhaps we can afford to send runners to Hunnels and Gadrick. Months with supplies for trade. Your efforts inspire and assist us all, Runlina.
What do you need?
We should get the ally reputation level after all these quests. Though it will travel slowly, the news of your victory will spread and the Eglain will come to know you. I offer you my thanks for all that you have done and hope that you will continue to aid us in future. I can equip that new hoodie. Cloak, not hoodie. Oh, nice.
How can I be of service?
Oh, that's actually higher armor, but the stats are much better on what we have. We shall see if the orcs are able to rally behind another, or if they falter as we hope. Regardless, this has been a great victory. Your deeds will be recounted throughout the Eglain, and you will be known to all. I offer you my gratitude and the gratitude of my people. We wish to honour all that you have done for us, Runlina, as we have not much to offer. I hope this will suffice. Of course it will. We'll take anything you've got. Yeah, we're very close to getting level up. Probably this quest.
Greetings.
You have our gratitude, friend. It pains many to know that the orcs have claimed the lives of many Eglain who fought against them. We will breathe easier knowing that the winds will not carry pestilence from the south. And there we go. Reputation changed to friend. Ah, friend, not ally. I knew there was one more to go. Oh, jeez, that means we've got a lot more quests to do before we get ally. We got a new title, Eglain friend. Completed one deed and a new deed. To become an ally with them.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Death, pestilence, and terror stalk us, Runlina. 2 have been dealt with thanks to your efforts. The 3rd still soars above us with ever watchful eyes. It is the eyes that I want. I speak of the gore crows, the blackbirds with sharp beaks and piercing eyes. They are spies along the road east and west from this place, and they are ever vigilant. Take their eyes and they cannot see, and what they cannot see they cannot spread to their masters, the orc and half-breed. Seek the gore crows along the Great East Road, and bring me their eyes to prove that the creatures will no longer speak of us to their fellow masters.
Would you do something for me?
We had a pen of boars once, poached now by orcs and spiders in the west and south. Frederick means to make peace and asks such a meagre price to find that peace. Our stores will not hold long, and we need meat and water too, or we will face famine. In the east, north of the road, you will find Dolvaig and a small encampment of our people. Find and speak with Northrim at this camp, and assist him with his tasks. We must be well prepared for this new future.
Oh dear.
Hannah looks over the legs and casts them into a nearby fire. They are silent now. I cannot help them chirping. For your help, Runlina, I wish there was more I could do in return. Please take this with gratitude. With my gratitude. That's the end of her quests. Now we're going to see Radagast again.
You have returned, I see.
You did well. This moss will help to understand how the evil is tainting the Red Swamp. This is but the first step in determining what caused the shepherds to become confused and irrational. There is more still to do, my friend. It will not be easy. And that completes Book 2, Chapter 8, The Red Swamp.
This reeks of death.
Chapter 9, The Bloated Dead. I can smell death in the moss, as if it was plucked from an ancient grave. The stench of decay and evil is not a thing from nature. I believe that the whites are to blame. Whites are the bones of the dead, stirred by fell spirits out of Angmar and Rudar. The wars here long ago made Harlangmar as ripe for whites as the Barrow Downs in the west. Return to Harlangmar, the swamp in the east, and destroy these foul creatures. If there are whites, I fear there are other fell creatures haunting the swamp as well. For now, though, you need only concern yourself with the whites. That we can do. So we'll finish up by just handing in that last quest to the troll encampment, so I will see you there. Here we have the Earthkin. Kekkonen.
You are welcome here.
What is this, little stranger? It smells of meats and furs. You say it is a gift to the Jotkin. Kekkonen accepts the gift, little one, yet we cannot give anything in return. We cannot give help to others until we have no more troubles. We are chased from our home and must find a place that is safe.
You are welcome here.
They completed the deed. More tales on the lonely road. We need to do another 15 as well. We are pursued from our paths from our home in the north and east. We fled as the darkness rose around us and came here to find peace. But peace will not come to us, not while the enemy follows us south. We stay here now, away from the forest and bog, ever in the sun to shield ourselves from darkness. At night the trolls will roam free. If we could confront the darkness and defeat it, we could perhaps make friends of others who wish not to succumb to the shadow of evil. You have helped the tribe who wishes our friendship. Perhaps you could help the Jotkin too. Would you fight the trolls for us, make them go away? They hide in the bog, far to the south and east of here, at a place the elf folk call Harlog. You are very tiny, but you should be fine on your own. And we'll help them out. So, I'm going to leave it there for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you can, please consider giving a like to the channel and subscribing to join us on this journey across Middle-earth. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care and have a good day.